going to advance to the finals tonight? Will it be McLean Middle? Or Daggett Montessori? Well, is everybody ready?
Yes!
Let's play Whiz Quiz. Are you guys ready to win?
Yes!
Well, let's play then. Take it away, Jeff.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, contestants, it's time for Whiz Quiz.
McLean.
Oh, Graham.
Correct. All right, way to go, guys. The end of round 4.
Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz. I'm Esmeralda Garcia, your host for tonight's middle school matches. First up, McLean Middle takes on Daggett Montessori. And asking the questions, CBS 11 meteorologist Jeff Jameson. Jeff, get us going on round 1.
All right, Esmeralda, thank you so much. It's good to be back this year for Whiz Quiz and excited to see all you smart kids being able to answer these tough questions. It's always fun to be a part of this competition. So we'll hear from each of the players here in just a minute, but I also want to introduce everybody who's at the table with me. I'll start to my far left. Patricia Martinez is our assistant scorekeeper tonight, along with Norma Burks, who's right to my left, who's the district coordinator of UIL and academic activities and Whiz Quiz director. And to my right is Jason Martinez. He's with Carter Riverside High School, a teacher there. And then resetting our buzzers right in front of us in the middle there is Fort Worth ISD student Kaylee Martinez. So good to have everybody here. Before we start asking questions and getting answers from you guys, let's hear from you. Will you introduce yourself? We'll start here with McLean and work our way over to Daggett Montessori.
Hi, I'm Natalie Hudson.
My name is Shreyas Singpal.
I'm Brian Jung.
I'm Jesse Durham.
I'm Ben Gunn.
Okay, Daggett.
I'm Maya Perez.
I'm Jackson Shear.
I'm Lyra Pfeiffer.
I'm Caden Harmon.
I'm George Gouldy.
All right, teams, thank you so much. I know everybody's anxious to get started. So we're going to be playing toss-up rounds this evening, as everybody is probably aware. Questions are worth 10 points each. You get 4 seconds to answer after buzzing in. Is everybody ready to go at this point?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let's get started with our first toss-up question. This Italian opera is based on a French play by Pierre Beaumarchais. For 10 points each, name this opera whose title character introduces himself in the aria. Oh, am I on the wrong question? Goodness, I'm so sorry. I jumped ahead. My fault. Went right to the wrong tab. Here's the toss-up question. I apologize. Let's reset. This country's opposition leader, Shehbaz Sharif, alleged that its 2018 general election was rigged. The forced conversion of the Kalash people has been criticized by this country's prime minister, the former cricketer Imran Khan. For 10 points, what country disputes Kashmir with India? McLean.
China.
That's incorrect. Time. The answer is Pakistan. Pakistan. All right, next toss-up question. Oh, we go to the bonus.
No, nobody got it right, did they?
Huh?
Nobody got it
Oh,
right.
that's right.
Okay.
Sorry, thank you for...
All right, toss-up question. Here's number 2 toss-up question. This battle occurred at the same time as a naval battle at Artemisium. During this battle, Ephialtes betrayed the losing side, which included hundreds of hoplites. For 10 points, name this 480 BC battle in which Leonidas led a group of roughly 300 Spartans against the Persians. McLean.
The Trojan War.
No, that is incorrect. Daggett?
The Battle of Athens.
No, we were looking for the Battle of Thermopylae. All right, next toss-up question. According to the Bible, this island's city of Syracuse was visited by the Apostle Paul. This island's capital and most populous city is Palermo. Mount Etna is the tallest active. McLean.
Sicily.
Correct. Sicily is right. And now we will go to the bonus questions that we previewed earlier. So McLean, here is the first bonus question. This Italian opera is based on a French play by Pierre Beaumarchais for 10 points each. A. Name this opera whose title character introduces himself in the aria, Lago al Factorum.
Done.
All right. Daggett, you have the opportunity.
Les Mis.
No, the answer is The Barber of Seville. All right, back to McLean for the second bonus question. This composer wrote The Barber of Seville. The overture to his opera William Tell is famous as the theme music to The Lone Ranger.
Figaro.
That is incorrect. No, looking for Rossini. Rossini. All right, back to McLean for the third bonus question. This man is the title character of The Barber of Seville. The title of a Mozart opera refers to this man's marriage.
Time.
Daggett?
Time.
We're looking for Figaro. Figaro. All right, back to our toss-up questions. On 2 occasions, a villain in this film is crushed by a giant bell. This film's protagonist comes... Daggett.
Coco.
Correct. Good job. And now here is your bonus question for Daggett. At the start of this film, the title character utters the word rosebud before dying. For 10 points each. Name this 1941 film, often considered the greatest of all time, which stars Orson Welles as the title newspaper magnate.
Citizen Kane.
Correct. All right, next question. In a 1973 Peanuts comic strip, this domineering character spoils the ending of Citizen Kane as her younger brother Linus watches it for the first time.
Lucy.
Correct. And the last bonus question. This TV show parodied Citizen Kane in an episode depicting a boat named Nosebud, which Candace tries to prevent the title stepbrothers from building.
Phineas and Ferb.
Correct. All right, good job, Daggett, with the bonus questions. Let's go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. There are this many doors in the Monty Hall problem. This is the smallest number of non-collinear points needed to divide a circle. This number is the first Mersenne prime and the only prime triangular number. McLean.
3.
Correct. And now we go to bonus questions for McLean. Breakdown of tissue in these organs can lead to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. For 10 points each. Name these primary organs of the human respiratory system.
Lungs.
Correct. In this disease of reactive airways, inflammation leads to coughing and wheezing. What is this disease that is often treated with inhaled albuterol?
Asthma.
Correct. Pneumonia is an accumulation of fluid in these small air sacs of the lungs. They are the site of gas exchange during respiration.
Time.
All right, Daggett?
Bronchi.
No, we were looking for alveoli. All right, we'll take a break right there. Good job, guys. We'll take a breather and come back with round number 2 in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Jeff. Tonight's all about learning. We have future chefs from Trimble Tech High School in the Crower Kitchen. They are making something amazing to serve the audience at the end of this match. Can't wait to taste it. And did you know this live production is being brought to you by students from Southwest High School's Advanced Media Program? We call it AMP. It's a gold seal program of choice that's all about amazing real-world experience. On top of all of that, providing amazing music tonight, the Southwest High School Jazz Band. Let's listen as we go to break.
Early college high schools put you in the academic fast lane, merging high school and college.
All three are on there.
Earn up to 60 hours of college credit free and graduate high school with an associate degree. That can save you thousands of dollars in college costs.
Maybe it's about to replicate. It's all right.
Early college high schools also offer support services, making them a perfect fit for first-generation college goers. Housed on the beautiful TCC Northwest campus, Marine Creek Collegiate High School focuses on academic achievement and equipping scholars with high-level college readiness skills. TCC South is a P-TECH early college high school. P-TECH stands for Pathways and Technology Program. It adds work-based learning to early college and connects students with industry partners. The Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences, or TABS, is located downtown on the Tarrant County College Trinity River campus. TABS offers a world of health science studies and exceptional hands-on medical and laboratory learning.
The brain is the control system of the body.
Select from these Fort Worth ISD early college high schools: Marine Creek Collegiate High, TCC South Fort Worth ISD Collegiate High, and the Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences, or TABS.
I noticed that some people might be left brain or right brain.
Learn more at fwisd.org/choice or call 817-814-2580. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all our social media.
My name is Joshua Duran, and I've been driving a bus since May of 2017. Y'all ready? I'm going to stay on this route because it's a good way to begin in the district. I mean, it opens a lot of opportunities. You're able to see what's out there. There's many advantages working with transportation because you clock in at a certain time, you clock out, and then you got like maybe 2 to 3 hours in between. I'm being trained through Fort Worth ISD to be a mechanic. Clock out of Fort Worth ISD transportation, I clock back into the shop. I like working with my hands. You got no better tools than these right here, right? So I'm getting paid while I'm being trained. It's a win-win. I'm also studying to be a teacher as well. I'm just working on my associate's degree at TCC. Right now, I'm in my second semester. It's a great place because, I mean, people you work with are amazing. This has been a good decision. I mean, it's blessed me a lot. I'm driving the bus, and I like working with the kids also, and I'm just going places. I feel like I'm making progress in my life.
That's the Southwest High School Jazz Band. The director is Mr. Adam Kramer. Let's give him a hand. We have an enthusiastic member of our audience here. Will you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Anael Levanos. I'm a school board trustee for District 8.
Okay, Anael, what do you want to say to these students, teachers, and parents?
Thank you for being here and supporting your students, your sons and daughters. We have a great talent here today. This is my second year, so I'm excited to be here.
Okay, well, thank you, Anael. Thank you for supporting.
Thank you.
Give them a round of applause. So, take it away, Jeff.
All right, thank you so much, Esmeralda. We are looking at a really, really tight match because at the end of round one, it's 40-40. Can't get any tighter than that, right? So we're back to toss-up questions worth 10 points each, and then the bonus questions can add an extra 30 points. Before we begin round two, if you're new to the panel for either team, we'll start with McLean. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Lucas Trimble. I'm Elise Stewart.
Daggett?
I'm Meg Urquhart.
I'm Ava Stubblefield.
All right, welcome new players, and if everybody's ready, we'll begin with our toss-up questions. And I promise I'll turn to the right one this time. Here we go. A former housemaid establishes a detective agency in this city in Jacqueline Winspear's novel, Maisie Dobbs. Around 1890, at least 11 murders in this city's Whitechapel district were attributed to the serial killer Jack Daggett.
London.
Correct. London is the right answer, and so Daggett gets the option for our bonus question. In one poem by this woman, the speaker declares, "I'm nobody. Who are you? Are you nobody too?" For 10 points each, name this reclusive 19th century American poet.
Emily Dickinson.
Correct. Next, the speaker of another Dickinson poem could not stop for this title figure, who then kindly stopped for her.
Death.
Correct. In a poem about this emotion, Dickinson described it as the thing with feathers that perches in the soul.
Love.
No? McLean?
Hope.
That's right, hope. All right. Back to our toss-up questions. Here we go. Both teams ready to go. This battle is depicted in a work that shows the first known picture of Halley's Comet and a man with an arrow through his eye, who is thought to be Harold II. This bio tapestry depicts William the Conqueror at, for 10 points, McLean.
The Battle of Hastings.
Correct. Good job. And now bonus questions for McLean. For 10 points each, answer the following about the Yangtze River. The Yangtze River is the longest river in this country. And
China.
Okay, correct. The mouth of the Yangtze River is near this most populous Chinese city.
Shanghai.
Correct. The source of the Yangtze River is near the source of this major river in Southeast Asia. This river flows past Laos's capital, Vientiane, before emptying into the South China Sea. No? Daggett?
The Ganges River.
Now we're looking for Mekong, the Mekong River. All right, back to our toss-up questions for both teams. Pencil and paper ready for this one. Tiffany needs to know the age of her father, given that her father is 3 times older than she is, and the sum of their ages is 68. By realizing that the sum of their ages must be 4 times her own age, she computes, for 10 points, what age of her father. Time. I think we had time right before the buzz-in. Is that right?
Yeah, well.
You want to let... Okay, McLean, go ahead.
51.
Correct, 51 is the right answer. Good job, McLean. So we have bonus questions for you. The Reconstruction Finance Corporation attempted to provide some relief during this period for 10 points each. Name this disastrous economic period that began after the U.S. stock market crashed in 1929.
The Great Depression.
Correct. The stock market completely collapsed on October 29th, 1929, a day given this colorful nickname.
Black Friday.
No?
Black Monday.
Oh, you guys were so close. It was Black Tuesday. Black Tuesday. All right, McLean, here's the third bonus question for you. During the Depression, many homeless Americans lived in shanty towns, commonly known by this nickname that mocked the U.S. president.
Hoovervilles.
Correct. Good job. All right, we're back to our toss-up questions for both teams. Activist Heather Heyer was killed in this city. Events in this city caused Donald Trump to remark that there were, quote, very fine people on both sides. The 2017, McLean.
Charlottesville.
Correct. And so, McLean, we're back to bonus questions for you. When the complex numbers are depicted on a plane, the vertical axis represents these numbers for 10 points each. Name these numbers that, when squared, generate negative numbers. No? No, we were looking for imaginary numbers. All right, next bonus question for McLean. The imaginary numbers are contrasted with these numbers, which are depicted by the horizontal number line. When these numbers are squared, the result is non-negative.
The real numbers.
Correct. And the third bonus question for McLean, if a quadratic equation has no real roots, then this property of the equation is negative. The formula for this property is b squared minus 4ac. Time. Daggett?
C.
Now we're looking for the discriminant. The discriminant. Okay, back to our toss-up questions. This novel's narrator promises to give pounds of cheese to the maroon sailor Ben Gunn. A parrot squawks pieces of 8 in this novel, which is narrated by the cabin boy Jim Hawkins. The pirate Long John McLean.
Treasure Island.
Correct. Treasure Island is right. McLean, you get the bonus questions here. Some scholars have argued that a bright object in this painting is meant to be the planet Venus, for 10 points each. Name this 1889 painting in which the sky above Saint Remy is depicted with stylistic swirls.
Night.
Correct. This artist of the Starry Night was inspired by his view from an asylum in southern France.
Vincent van Gogh.
Correct. Some of Van Gogh's self-portraits depict him with a bandaged one of these body parts, which Van Gogh may have severed following argument with Paul Gauguin. Correct, an ear. All right, good job, and that's the end of round 2. Way to go, guys. We'll come back in just a few minutes with round number 3. Back to you.
Thanks, Jeff. Now that was a mental workout. Also getting a workout, students from Trimble Tech's Gold Seal Culinary Program. They're in the Kroger kitchen preparing something special to serve the audience. Thank you, Kroger, for providing all the ingredients for the students. Joining us is Katie Goodyear. Tell us your position at Kroger.
Thanks, Esmeralda. I am the Associate Communications and Engagement Manager for the Kroger Dallas Division.
Why is Kroger so committed to education?
That's a great question. Minus the fact that you all are the next workforce and we are always looking and hiring at Kroger, Kroger has a social impact plan called Zero Hunger, Zero Waste, where we are committed to ending hunger by 2025. Well, a big part of ending the cycle of hunger is getting a great education, and you guys at Fort Worth ISD are doing just that.
That is so thoughtful. Besides providing food tonight, what are some of the other ways Kroger partners with our district?
That is also a very good question. We do a whole slew of things for Fort Worth ISD. Most recently, we helped sponsor the certification of teaching excellence in special education. So we sponsor a teacher in Fort Worth ISD. We also provide school supplies through our Backpack Boosters campaign and obviously the Kroger Kitchen.
I love that. Thank you for all that Kroger does to partner with Fort Worth ISD. We'll take a short break.
Step into a Gold Seal 6th through 12th school of choice and you know you're somewhere special.
We're going to analyze the data from the graphs.
Learn 2 or more languages and explore global cultures at the World Languages Institute, or WLI.
2x más 3.
It's the perfect next step for students from Spanish immersion and dual language enrichment programs, as well as other students eager to learn Spanish immersion style.
La primera imagen es un cuadro grande.
Prepare for future careers with an international focus today at WLI.
If you kind of hold it up to the light, you can see what all's on the plate easier.
For college-bound girls with ambitious career goals, consider the Young Women's Leadership Academy in vibrant downtown Fort Worth.
The force pushing on it this way.
Rigorous coursework focuses on science, technology, engineering, art, and math.
You're going to see what all you can identify.
The single-gender school equips students for success in college, career, and leadership roles.
Good morning.
Future leaders are everywhere at the Young Men's Leadership Academy.
The material is moving there.
There's also an abundance of hands-on learning, accountability, and brotherhood.
We are brothers keepers.
This all-male college prep school emphasizes STEM skills, but also nurtures the whole student, equipping young men with life strategies for success.
It is a school full of opportunity.
Choose the 6th through 12th school of choice that fits you best at World Languages Institute, Young Men's Leadership Academy, or Young Women's Leadership Academy.
I am destined for success in everything I do.
Learn more at fwisd.org/choice or call 817-814-2580. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all our social media.
Can you count your money for me? Math and science is a great class to teach because we get to do a lot of hands-on activities. 25,
30, 35.
kind of get our hands dirty sometimes. Awesome. All right, let's look at it. Can you explain it to me? The light bulb moments are kind of my favorite. As they're understanding the concepts, you can hear them start teaching each other. Carlos?
You're gonna line up the decimals.
Okay. I've known I wanted to teach here since I was like 10. How did you know to subtract? There is a lot to absorb as a first-year teacher. At first it can kind of be overwhelming. All right, let's quickly get it together. I have a fantastic team. There's lots of opportunities to reach out to people, whether it's a new teacher induction specialist or a campus mentor or even your teammate. My new teacher induction specialist is Miss Erica Carranza. She'll come and observe and kind of give feedback and say these are the areas you can work on or these are the areas you're excelling in, which is always super appreciated. I would love for my students to leave my classroom not only with the knowledge and skills academically, but also with the confidence to be able to speak in front of a classroom.
$7,000.
As well as collaborating with peers and adults.
You have 52.
I love it. Good job, guys.
Southwest Jazz Band. And now, more Whiz Quiz. Jeff?
Hey there, thanks so much, Esmeralda. We appreciate you, and welcome back. We still have a pretty competitive match going. We have 170 for McLean to 70 for Daggett Montessori, but it's still anyone's game. As you know, we still have these toss-up questions. The toss-up questions still worth 10 points, and then the bonus questions go along with it. So raise your hand if you're new to either team so we can make sure that you get introduced. All right, Daggett Montessori, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Nicholas Kelly. I'm Laith Solomon.
All right, welcome to the match, and if we're ready to go, we'll start here with our first toss-up question of this round. This group of animals is an infraclass, contrasted with placental mammals. The extinct thylacine, as well as quercus, wallabies, and opossums. McLean. Correct. And we go to bonus questions for you, McLean. For 10 points each, answer the following about the pre-Socratic philosophy. The term pre-Socratic philosophy refers to ideas produced in this ancient civilization before the time of Socrates. Say it one more time.
Greeks.
Yes, Greece or Greeks. All right, next question. This member of the Eleatic school developed a number of paradoxes purporting to show the impossibility of motion.
Plato.
No? Daggett Montessori?
Socrates?
No, we're looking for Zeno. All right, the next bonus question for McLean. Another pre-Socratic school was led by this man, who believed in the music of the spheres. His pioneering work in mathematics includes his namesake theorem about right triangles.
Pythagoras.
Correct. All right, good job, McLean. We'll go back for both teams to our toss-up questions. Here's our next toss-up. Most speakers of the Romansh language live in this country. Residents of this country's southern province of Ticino speak Italian. McLean.
Switzerland.
Correct. So we go to bonus questions once again for McLean. For 10 points each, answer the following about Japan in World War II. Japan forced the U.S. into the war by attacking this naval base in Hawaii.
Pearl Harbor.
Correct. This man was the emperor of Japan during World War II. He denied his divinity in the Jewel voice broadcast at the end of the war.
Hirohito.
Correct. This term, Japanese for divine wind, was used for suicide attacks by Japanese pilots during the war.
Kamikaze.
Correct. Great job, McLean. We'll go back now to our toss-up questions. This god's followers, who carried a staff known as a thyrsus, included McLean. I'm sorry?
Bacchus.
Correct. All right, and now we go to bonus questions for McLean. Pencil and paper ready. For 10 points each, answer these questions about a set whose 4 elements are the integers 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is the mean or average of the set? I'm sorry?
2.5 or 2.5.
Correct. All right, next bonus question for McLean. What is the difference between the mean and the median of the set?
0.
Correct. And finally, what is the value of x if adding x as the 5th element of the set raises the mean to 5? You have 10 seconds. That's incorrect. 0. No, the answer is 15. 15. All right. Let's head back over to our toss-up questions. While in prison, this man dictated a memoir to Rustichello. This man brought sacred oil from Jerusalem when he journeyed with his father and uncle to visit Daggett.
Moses.
No. To visit Dadu, a city in the present site of Beijing. For 10 points, Kublai Khan was visited by what 13th century Venetian who went to China? McLean?
Polo.
That is correct, Marco Polo. So we go to bonus questions for McLean. For 10 points each, answer the following about works of land art. Robert Smithson's sculpture, Spiral Jetty, projects into this large lake in Utah.
The Great Salt Lake.
Correct. Walter de Maria's The Lightning Field is in a remote area of this state, whose cities include Albuquerque. Say it again.
New Mexico.
Correct. The German artist Nizu Do built an 80-ton bird's nest at Clemson University in this southern state.
Alabama.
No.
Arizona.
No, South Carolina. South Carolina. All right, back to our toss-up questions. Last one in this round. In 1989, Voyager 2 observed a great dark spot on this planet. McLean.
Jupiter.
No. Daggett.
Saturn.
No, we were looking for Neptune. It was Neptune. And that's it for round number 3. Way to go, guys. Final round coming up in just a bit. We'll be back with that.
Excellent job, teams. We also have an excellent audience, and they're lining up with my friend Jocelyn Corona to play Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Jocelyn, who's your first contestant?
So here, our first contestant is,
My name is Kat.
So Kat, who are you here to represent?
I am here cheering on Elise Stewart and McLean.
Great. So let's take a look at your question. What city is home to the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall and is nicknamed the City of Brotherly Love?
Philadelphia.
So let's take a look. Philadelphia. Great, you got it right. So here you get a Forward ISD goodie bag, and there are some notebooks and a lanyard.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, coming up now, it's our next contestant. So here we have, tell us your name.
Sam Goldie.
And?
Cameron.
Okay, so your question is, this animal is trained to fly when Timothy Q. Mouse uses a magic feather. What sort of animal is Disney's Dumbo?
Elephant. Elephant.
Let's take a look. An elephant, great, you guys got it right. So you guys can share. Congratulations. Okay, and our next contestant is, come on down. Hi, so tell us your name.
Hello, my name's Anna, and I'm here to represent World Languages Institute. Sebastian.
Oh, okay. Well, great. So let's take a look at your question. Name this DC Comics superhero who has battled such supervillains as the Riddler, the Penguin, and the Joker.
Batman?
Let's take a look. Oh, great, Batman. So here you go. It's a Forward ISD goodie bag. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, wow, these contestants are so smart, right, Esmeralda?
They're very smart. Thank you, Jocelyn and contestants. Well, that brings us to round 4. Jeff, all yours.
All right, thank you very much. It's still exciting here as we have 300 to 70 in favor of McLean. And this is our final round here. It's still a toss-up round. Each question were 10 points, and the bonus questions go along with that as well. Has everybody been a player? If you're a new player, raise your hand. All right, that's right. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Colin Hensley.
All right, Colin. Good to see you. And our other players are all pros at this point. We've just been going at it for about 30 minutes, right? All right, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go with our first toss-up question of this round. This author wrote about the demon Wormwood, who tries to corrupt a human in the Screwtape Letters. In another book by this author, Edmund turns on his siblings after eating Turkish McLean.
C.S. Lewis.
Correct. And so we go to our bonus questions for McLean. For 10 points each, answer the following about 2 assassinations in American history. One day after this civil rights leader delivered his "I've been to the mountaintop" speech, he was killed by James Earl Ray in Memphis, Tennessee.
Martin Luther King.
Correct. The assassin Sirhan killed Robert, a member of this distinguished political family.
Kennedys.
Say it again.
The Kennedys.
Correct. Both Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy were killed in this year, which was marked by worldwide protests. It was also the year in which Richard Nixon was first elected president.
1968.
Correct. Good job, McLean. Now we go back to our toss-up questions. Here's the next one. This war's Battle of Belleau Wood was won by U.S. troops led by John J. Pershing. The U.S. entered this war in response to the Zimmerman telegram. Woodrow Wilson, McLean.
World War I.
Correct. Good job. So McLean gets the option here for our bonus questions. Your bonus question, for 10 points each, answer the following about the oxidation of metal. The oxidation of metal. This is the common name for iron oxide, the reddish material that forms on iron and steel in the presence of moisture.
Rust.
Correct. Rust can be prevented by this process of adding a protective zinc coating.
You can say it.
Anodizing.
Now that's incorrect. Time. Looking for galvanizing or galvanization. All right, McLean, the next bonus question. A patina called verdigris forms on the surface of this metal or its alloys when it is oxidized.
Silver? Tarnish? Iron. I tried iron.
Iron.
No? Daggett?
Aluminum.
No, we were looking for copper. Copper. All right. Back to the toss-up questions for both teams. This composer's only opera about a faithful wife named Leonora is titled Fidelio. One of his piano sonatas in B-flat major is nicknamed Hammerklavier. He wrote a bagatelle for piano that starts with the right hand alternating between E and D sharp. For 10 points, who wrote for McLean?
Beethoven.
Correct, for Elise, and it is Beethoven. And so, McLean, you get our next set of bonus questions. While playing for this team, Joe Carter hit the most recent walk-off home run to win a World Series. For 10 points each, name this only Major League Baseball team currently based in Canada.
Blue Jays.
Correct. The first MLB team outside of the U.S., the Expos, played in this Canadian city.
Montreal.
Correct. After the Expos moved, they became known by this name. In recent years, this team has been led by Bryce Harper and Steven
The
Strasburg.
Nationals.
Correct. Correct. All right. Back to our toss-up questions for both teams. Here we go. The original form of this service developed from the backrub algorithm, which was used to crawl the web and archive pages. This service uses the PageRank algorithm to rank McLean.
Engine.
No, this service uses the PageRank algorithm to rank results of user queries. Sergey Brin co-created, for 10 points, what most popular internet search engine? Daggett.
Google.
Google is right. All right, now Daggett, you get the bonus questions here. Here we go. In England, Edmund Burke and Lord Rockingham began a public campaign to repeal this law less than 9 months after it passed. For 10 points each, name this 1765 law that forced goods printed in the colonies to use London paper with a special insignia.
Stamp Act.
Correct. This American diplomat and author of Poor Richard's Almanac testified in support of repealing the Stamp Act during hearings in Parliament?
Ben Franklin.
Correct. And the last bonus question. The Stamp Act was passed and repealed with the assent of this British king who was still in power during the Revolutionary War.
King George.
More information.
The third.
Correct. George III is right. Good job, Daggett. All right, back to our toss-up questions. This U.S. state's city of Grand Isle lies near the Platte River. The territory that became this state was established by an 1854 act. Daggett.
Louisiana.
No. Was established by an 1854 act named for it and its southern neighbor, Kansas. Cornhuskers hail from here. For 10 points, what state? McLean.
Missouri.
No, we're looking for Nebraska, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And that is actually the end of our round and the end of our match. Congratulations, guys. We're going to tally up the score and be back in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Jeff. We'll find out who's going to the finals when we come back. First, one more peek in the Kroger kitchen where culinary students are dishing up some great treats. Don't go away.
Every school year is big, but third grade is pivotal. Suddenly you're multiplying, dividing, plus you're at a major turning point in reading.
I want to make sure everyone's ready. Put your foot
Third grade is when you transition from learning to read to reading to learn.
Would you please?
Everything.
The Statue of Liberty stands on an island. It was to be a present from the She would be a symbol of the freedom.
But experts say only 1 in 3 children in the U.S. reads on grade level. It's a national problem with a Fort Worth solution. Welcome to Read Fort Worth Phase 2. While third grade is a big milestone, pre-K is where children often begin to see themselves as learners. Pre-K is fun and games, but make no mistake,
In pre-K, we learn rules, writing, letters, counting, science, reading.
think of it as basic training for kindergarten readiness and success in third grade reading. Childhood literacy can determine a child's performance in all subjects for years to come. In fact, children with low reading skills at the end of third grade are 4 times more likely not to finish high school.
Many of our students don't start the educational race at the educational starting line. Some call this an achievement gap, but really, it's an opportunity gap. And we can fix an opportunity gap with a comprehensive effort like Read Fort Worth.
Led by Fort Worth Mayor Betsy Price, BNSF Chairman Matt Rose, and Fort Worth ISD Superintendent Kent Scribner, Read Fort Worth is a coalition of business, civic, education, philanthropic, and community groups.
And what does that word spell?
Together, they're on a journey to 100 by 25. That's 100% of third graders reading at grade level by 2025.
Our community wants to make sure all students have the support they need to excel and grow into the talented workforce and entrepreneurs that our city needs to lead in the world economy.
Phase 1 brought committed partners and volunteers to the table for successful programs such as the Summer Scholars Cohort, which targets what's known as the Summer Slide. 71% of the children in the program gained or maintained their learning through the summer. Read Fort Worth Executive Director Anel Mercado says this next phase offers deeper work and new opportunities for impact.
Read Fort Worth has big, audacious goals around school readiness and third grade reading. We'll tackle them by working alongside our community through our collaborative action networks. Together, we can make a powerful difference in these areas.
The Read Fort Worth Collaborative Action Networks will be driven by data and will focus on results.
Like the best companies, those that really use data to monitor progress and make decisions, our collaborative action networks will more effectively use data and action to make changes and align resources for results.
The data will center on 5 key indicators of academic success: grades and assessments, attendance, behavior, school culture, and family engagement. The data will also identify areas of opportunity for community engagement and investment.
There will be different ways to engage and different levels of commitment. We cannot do it without our community.
Read Fort Worth Phase 2 will concentrate on Fort Worth ISD's 34,000 students in pre-K through 3rd grade and the community that supports the district.
That means you.
We hope you'll join us in making sure our kids are ready to read.
Great job, Alexis.
And ready to lead.
Apple, apple, A.
We have a winner for our first semifinal. Here are Jeff Jameson and Norma Burks to present the trophies. Jeff?
All right, thanks so much. That was a fun match, guys. I really enjoyed that. Hope you did too. 400 to 110, the final score. And we want to say congratulations to McLean, who's going to go on to our finals. But you guys did real well at Daggett. I want to give it over to Norma. She's going to present trophy.
Okay. All right, first off, I want to tell you guys, these kids have gone through weeks and weeks of Whiz quiz matches, probably practicing at school, working with their sponsors. So give them all a big hand because they really have worked hard. And I expect to see you all, unless you're 8th graders. Well, even if you're 8th graders, I expect to see you all back in Whiz quiz next year because when you go on to high school, you'll continue, right? Okay, I'm presenting the trophy to Daggett Montessori. Great job. Let's give them all a big hand.
All right, thank you so much. We'll be back with the next semifinal match coming up in just a few minutes. Back up to you.
Congratulations, McLean Middle School. And as promised, straight from the Kroger kitchen, trays and trays of goodness. This is the work of Gold Seal culinary students at Trimble Tech, and we all get to enjoy. So, Natasha Bruden is here for us. Is this beautiful or what? And I've got Trimble Tech instructor, Chef Natasha Bruden, here to tell us all about it. So, these snacks looks really pretty, but not too pretty to eat. Tell us all about it.
Tonight we are having a turkey taco. Super healthy for you because we are a Blue Zone school. We're also having an elotes packed full of vegetables and a horchata-inspired panna cotta. So we are going with a Mexican theme tonight.
That sounds delicious. And what are some of the skills that went into making this?
Lots of knife skills tonight because we also have a nice relish on top of some things.
Yes.
So many knife skills and lots of patience.
That is good. And thank you so much for participating. I can't wait to try this. Thanks again to Kroger for sponsoring the culinary segment. And thank you, Pizza Snob Restaurants, for feeding our hungry crew tonight. Let's congratulate one more time. Let's congratulate McLean one more time. Come on, everybody. Our second semifinal is next. See you in just a few.
Reinvent your learning environment at the Fort Worth Technology Conference 2019, January 26th, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at Southwest High School. Explore the latest technology innovations, network with other educators, experience the digital playground, escape room, and breakout sessions. This year's keynote speaker, Adam Bello, was named the 2014 Innovator of the Year by the Academy of Education, Arts, and Sciences. Registration is waived for Fort Worth ISD educators. Pre-registration outside the district is $35. For registration information, visit fwisd.org/FWTC.
More than 87,000 students, each one unique. Are you looking for a high school education as individual as you are? Then keep watching. Some notable graduates of Fort Worth ISD are with me in the studio to tell you about Gold Seal programs and schools of choice. The next 3 minutes could change your life.
Gold Seal is all about finding the pathway that matches your interests, your skills, and your goals. Gold Seal categories, where do I start? There's engineering, aviation, early college, high school, broadcast journalism, culinary arts. Jeff, help me out.
There's health science, world languages, fine arts, government and law, digital gaming, and more. A lot more. Something for everyone.
And something really special with on-the-job, real-world learning, classes taught on college campuses, and opportunities for internships, licenses, certifications, and college credits. Lots of college credits.
A great example, early college high schools. These programs give you the opportunity to graduate with a high school diploma and your associate degree, tuition free.
And you can earn college credits several ways, depending on the program you choose. However you do it, you can potentially save thousands of dollars in college costs.
And if you need to work to pay for college, Gold Seal programs are really golden. Take the aviation program. Students can earn hours toward their airframe mechanic certification and college credits all at the same time.
Why is this a big deal? Think about it. Wouldn't you rather have a job that pays about $18 an hour instead of $8?
You know, I really see the Gold Seal program as a pipeline. I would, though I'm an engineer. But they really are a pipeline to supply companies with a well-prepared workforce.
If you're interested in the engineering pipeline, there are several great Gold Seal programs to choose from. Programs that emphasize advanced academics, especially math and science.
Among them, our new I Am Terrell Academy for STEM and Visual and Performing Arts. That's a learning opportunity at the highest level.
Bottom line, the pathway you choose will engage you, challenge you, and give you a head start on your bright future.
My pathway? Broadcast journalism and media technology. That was me a few years ago, telling you how my Gold Seal program helped me get a great college scholarship. Now I can say that right out of college, I got a great job too. I'm a major market TV news photojournalist.
The district also has 2 outstanding single-gender schools. That's me, going into the Young Women's Leadership Academy as an 8th grader. The support I received from the YWLA staff and students was awesome. Now I'm here at Texas A&M, where I'm majoring in political science.
We go to YMLA.
That's the Young Men's Leadership Academy.
Oh wow, that was 7th grade. And now we're in high school, still loving YMLA.
And learning all we need for success.
I want to be a pediatric heart surgeon. I remember how excited I was starting out at TAPS, the Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences. Now I'm living my dream as a college student here at the University of North Texas, majoring in biology and about to apply to grad school.
What's your dream career? What problem do you want to help solve? We've got a Gold Seal program to get you there. It's your choice. Learn more at fwisd.org/choice or call 817-814-2580. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all our social media. This is Fort Worth, the way we see it every day. But let's take the 1,000-foot view, and you'll see that this is also Fort Worth ISD. Our 148 campuses, schools in every neighborhood, are preparing students for success in college and for tomorrow's workforce. So, no matter who you are, what you do, where you live, you belong here. Fort Worth ISD is a good place to be for a lot of good reasons. But don't just take our word for it. The Texas Education Agency says our most recent academic gains are among the best. The TEA named us one of 2 top districts in Texas in year-to-year positive growth in academic achievement. Our gains were across the board, including substantial increases in the percentage of students reading on grade level. And we've cut the number of campuses rated improvement required in half. Among those moving up to meeting the standard were 5 schools that were reconstituted as leadership academies. After investing time, top talent, and money at the campuses, including a $1 million gift from the Rainwater Charitable Trust, the accountability gains at all 5 campuses were in double digits. There's also our nationally recognized commitment to equity. The Fort Worth ISD Board of Education received the 2018 CUBE Award for Urban School Excellence from the Council of Urban Boards of Education, where educational equity is one of the core measures. Then there's our scholarship dollars. The class of 2018 earned a record-setting $102.6 million in merit scholarships and grant offers. That's up from $36 million just 3 years ago. At the front end of the education journey, our 4,000 littlest learners are getting a great start in Fort Worth ISD pre-K. And their parents got to register them online instead of in-line, as our district moved to an all-online registration process. There's also this space right here, our new I Am Terrell Academy for STEM and VPA. From day one, this campus was buzzing with creative energy in labs, an incredible makerspace, and on the visual and performing arts side, in studios, practice rooms, and a world-class performance hall. And talk about engaging. The Cowan Humanities Academy at I Am Terrell makes us all want to go back to school. What does he say there? As construction on I Am Terrell was wrapping up, a new capital improvement program was already in high gear. Thanks to you, the voters, our record-setting 2017 bond is transforming learning spaces district-wide. The Fort Worth community is also all in for elementary literacy with Read Fort Worth, which is doing an outstanding job of aligning its partners, resources, and strategies to support our district's 100 by 25 literacy initiative to get all 3rd graders reading on grade level by the year 2025. Led by Mayor Price and Matt Rose, it's a perfect example of collective impact for bigger and quicker results, especially where they're needed most. As we've said before, we can't do it without you. You belong here.
advance to the finals tonight. Will it be WLI? Or JP Elder? Well, we're about to find out. Is everybody ready? Yeah! Let's play Whiz Quiz.
Are you guys ready to win? Yeah! Well, let's play then.
Take it away, Jeff.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, contestants, it's time for Whiz Quiz.
McLean.
Oh, Graham.
Correct. All right, way to go, guys. The end of round 4.
Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz. I'm your host, Esmeralda Garcia. Well, we just saw advance to the middle school finals, and either World Languages Institute or JP Elder will join them. So, let me introduce the man asking the questions tonight. He's CBS 11 meteorologist Jeff Jamison. Jeff, take us to round 1.
Thank you so much. Good to be with you again this evening. Welcome to our semifinal round here, World Language Institute against JP Elder Middle School. It's going to be exciting. I'm a Fort Worth ISD alum. I did Whiz Quiz at Leonard Middle School way back a long time ago, and then also Western Hills High School. So it's fun to be here with Fort Worth ISD and see all you really, really sharp kids be able to answer these really tough questions. Before we get to the match, I want to introduce everybody who's on the table with me this evening. I'll start at my far left, and that's Patricia Martinez, who is going to be helping out with scorekeeping tonight. And then to her right is Norma Burks, who's the district coordinator of UIL and academic activities and Whiz Quiz director. She's scorekeeping for us. To my right is Jason Martinez, who's a Carter Riverside High School teacher and going to be keeping time for us. And then right in front of me here is Kaylee Martinez, who's a Fort Worth ISD student. She'll be resetting the buzzers. So thank you, Kaylee, for doing that. So before we get started with the questions, let's give each team an opportunity to introduce each member. We'll start here with WLI and we'll go down the line.
My name is Emily Mendoza.
My name is Owen
Perry. My name is Emily Kirkland. My name is Sebastian Gomez.
Omar Torres.
My name is Rafael Jara. My name is Richard Perez. My name is Leila Pacheco.
My name is Adam Rubalcava.
My name is Ruby Mesa.
Okay, thank you guys so much. I'm excited to get started here. Let me remind you that we're doing toss-up questions. Each question is worth 10 points. You get 4 seconds to answer after buzzing in. You have 20 seconds if it is a math question. Is everybody ready to go with our first toss-up question? Yes. All right, well, here we go. First question. In C++, the exclamation point operator both applies to and returns this type of value. This data type must be used for the condition in while and if statements. It is named for an English mathematician. For 10 points, identify this data type whose value can only be true or false. Time. The answer is Boolean. Boolean. All right, next toss-up question then. This event involved the Eleanor, the Beaver, and the Dartmouth, which Thomas Hutchinson had not allowed to depart. Participants in this event disguised themselves as Mohawk warriors. For 10 points, name this 1773 event in which the Sons of Liberty dumped WLI.
The Boston Tea Party.
Correct. All right, so WLI has the option for our first set of bonus questions, okay? Here is our first bonus question. This meeting was closed in 1965 by Pope Paul VI for 10 points each. Name this ecumenical council which allowed for vernacular languages to be used during Mass instead of Latin. Time. All right, Elder has a chance.
Of Cardinals?
No, we're looking for Vatican II, or the Second Vatican Council. All right, next bonus question for WLI. Vatican II was the most recent ecumenical council held by this church.
Church.
Correct. And your last bonus question. The future Pope John Paul II attended Vatican II as a bishop from this then communist country.
Russia.
No? Elder?
China.
No, Poland. Poland. Okay? Let's go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. In a novel by Mark Haddon, an autistic teen tries to discover who killed one of these animals with a garden tool during a nighttime incident. A 1952 speech defending a slush fund is named after Checkers, one of these animals owned by Richard Nixon. Elder?
A raccoon.
No? For 10 points, name these common pets. WLI?
Dogs.
That's right, dogs. Checkers the dog. All right, so bonus question for you for WLI. In a 1964 film, this song's title word is defined as, quote, something to say when you don't know what to say, for 10 points each. What song's 34-letter title is described in the lyrics as sounding quite atrocious?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Correct. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is sung by the title character of this film about a magical nanny.
Mary Poppins.
Correct. This actress who played Mary Poppins also starred in The Sound of Music and The Princess Diaries. Time. Elder?
Julie Andrews.
Correct, Julie Andrews. All right. Let's go back now to our toss-up questions for both teams. At the end of this novel, Gabrielle and the protagonist ride a sled toward the sound of music. This novel's title character teaches his apprentice to question their community's sameness. For 10 points, name this Lois Lowry novel in which young Jonas receives his people's memories. Elder.
The Giver.
That's right, The Giver. All right, so Elder, you have the option for bonus questions here. Followers of Buhai engage in this practice for 19 days before the vernal equinox, for 10 points each. Name this practice of abstaining from food.
Fasting.
That's right. One of the 5 pillars of Islam is Sawm, the practice of fasting during this sacred month.
November.
No? WLI?
Ramadan.
Correct. All right, back to JP Elder for the final bonus question. Fasting is one of the works of piety in this Protestant denomination based on the teachings of John Wesley. Time. All right, WLI.
Anglican.
No, looking for Methodism or Methodist. Okay, here's our last toss-up question in this round. By convention, these objects with lag and machine types have right-handed threads. As with bolts, hex keys can be used with these objects. A cross-shaped cavity is found in the Phillips variety of these objects. WLI?
Screwdrivers.
What do we think? Yeah. What do we think? Can you be more concise to the question?
Time.
Okay. For 10 points, identify these fasteners inserted using namesake drivers. Elder.
Screws.
That's right, screws. Screws. Okay. All right, so Elder, you guys get bonus questions next. Here we go. At the start of this book, Max is sent to his room without dinner for 10 points each. Name this book, in which Max travels to a fantasy island where he leads strange creatures in a rumpus.
The Wild Things Are.
Correct. This U.S. author wrote and illustrated Where the Wild Things Are.
Eric Carle.
No. WLI, chance to steal? We're looking for Maurice Sendak. And now back to Elder for the final bonus question. Some libraries have banned this 1970 Sendak book whose illustrations depict a naked boy named Mickey tumbling into a bowl of baking ingredients.
Humpty Dumpty.
No. WLI?
He'll say it. He'll say it.
Tom Thumb? No, that we're looking for In the Night Kitchen. In the Night Kitchen. All right, that's the end of round one. Congratulations, you made it that far, right? We're going to be back with round number 2 in just a few more minutes. Back to you.
Thanks, Jeff. Great match. And how about some great music? The Southwest High School Jazz Band is here to entertain us. Let's listen as a short break.
Remember how we did last time? We had the drawings and you had to put up the words?
A great teacher changes everything.
Well, you're learning the syllables.
You can be one too,
okay.
inspiring young minds and experiencing the many rewards of teaching.
One little L and then 2 little L's.
Just find your place in Fort Worth ISD's Teaching and Education Gold Seal Program of Choice.
We're going to start reading the story again.
Work alongside experienced educators and one-on-one with children to develop head-of-the-class skills. Seize opportunities to intern in the community, earn certifications and college credit. Follow your path to a fulfilling career in teaching and education at Polytechnic Teaching and Learning.
When you get to this one, you're going to put 2 little L's, okay?
Learn more at fwisd.org/choice or call 817-814-2580. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all our social media.
My name is Chantrell McIntyre. I've been driving for Fort Worth ISD for about 17 years. I have to be at work at 6:30. So my day starts from there. 6:30 I am rolling. We're on the road. You're picking up pretty early. So you're like the first person they see when they come out the house. You look nice, girl. Hi, Jessica. You can be a positive or you can be a negative. But, you know, to me, I'd rather be a positive. Make them smile. Y'all doing okay? Yeah. All right. This is personal to me. I have a sister who has cerebral palsy, and she's totally disabled. So I have a compassion for the kids that I pick up. How's your day going so far? Good. When I see these kids, I'm not looking at their situation. I'm looking at who they are. They love that you know them, not that just another student that rides the bus. You know, they like you to interact with them, you know, build a friendship. What about the bowling tournament that y'all had? Oh, well, we won. Northside did? Yeah. Congratulations. You want to be a bus driver because you have freedom. You just have freedom. This job is so flexible. With me having kids, I'm able to take them to doctor's appointments. Also, if I just want to hang out with them, I can. You know, it's flexible. I can get extra work or I can be with the kids. I just love it. All right, Miss Sophie. I feel this is the most precious cargo that you can transport. Tomorrow.
Sound amazing? That's the Southwest Jazz Band, led by director Adam Kramer. Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand, everybody. Welcome back to Whiz Quiz, the sport of knowledge. Our teams are ready for round 2. So, take it away, Jeff.
All right, thank you very much. We have an exciting match underway. After round number 1, the score is 60-50 in favor of WLI, so very, very close. So everyone about set for round number 2. Before we get started with our next round of questions, we'll go ahead and start with, again, WLI and work our way across. If you're a new player, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Alexander Gonzalez.
Jonathan Polito.
My name is Nathan Mendoza.
Okay. Elvin?
My name is Mariana Parra.
My name is Christopher Sampek.
Okay, welcome new players, and everybody ready to get into round number 2? Okay, once again, toss-up questions were 10 points, and then we have the bonus questions to go along with it. Same format. So here we go with our first toss-up question in this round. One faction of this party was the reform-minded half-breeds who fought the stalwarts. Except for 2 wins by Grover Cleveland, this party won every presidential election from 1860 to 1908. Abraham Lincoln was the first president. Elder.
The Republican Party.
Correct. Good job, Elder. And we get bonus questions for you. So this is for Elder for 10 points each. Answer the following about Asian Russia. This word, whose name may mean sleeping land, refers to the vast, sparsely populated region of Asian Russia that is known for its cold weather.
Siberia.
Correct, Siberia. All right, next question. The Bering Strait separates Russia from this U.S. state.
Alaska.
Correct. Russia disputes the Kuril Islands with this Asian country. In the early 20th century, the island of Sakhalin was split between Russia and this country.
China.
No. WLI, you have a chance? Sorry, guys. Yeah, the answer was Japan. Japan. All right. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. In this modern-day country, the oldest discovered artifacts with significant writings are oracle bones, used to predict the future. Archaeological sites in this country were flooded by the Three Gorge Dam. For 10 points, name this country containing sites from the Shang Dynasty. Elder.
China.
Correct. Good job, Elder. We go back to bonus questions for JP Elder. Here we go. In 2018, changes to the Volcker rule gave these institutions more latitude to speculate with depositors' money. For 10 points each, name these institutions, such as Wells Fargo and JP Morgan Chase, deemed too big to fail during the 2007 to 2008 financial crisis.
Banks.
Correct. The Volcker rule is named for Paul Volcker, who held this position from 1979 to 1987. Jerome Powell and Alan Greenspan have also held this leadership position in the U.S. central banking system.
Time.
Okay, WLI, a chance?
He'll say it. Treasurer.
No, we're looking for the chairman of the Federal Reserve. Okay? All right, back to Elder for the final bonus question. The Volcker rule contains an exemption allowing banks to trade for this reason. One use of the exemption is to allow speculative trading to offset risks held by the bank, although funds identified by this term usually trade with borrowed money.
Stocks.
No? WLI?
Loans.
No, looking for hedge funds, hedging. All right, back over to our toss-up questions, guys. This is for both teams. This writer claimed that mine-forged manacles could be heard in every cry of every man in his poem London. Another of his poems described the fearful symmetry of a beast that metaphorically burns bright in the forests of the night. For 10 points, what English poet wrote The Tiger? WLI.
Edgar Allan Poe.
No. Time. Looking for William Blake. William Blake. All right, next toss-up question. The name of a 2003 book by Giles Milton applies this title to the Englishman William Adams, who reached Kyushu in 1600. The Meiji Restoration curtailed the privileges of this social class, who followed an honor code called Bushido. For 10 points, name this warrior class. WLI.
Samurai.
Correct, samurai. All right, so WLI, you get the bonus questions next. For 10 points each, name these punctuation marks used to write numbers. In the U.S., this punctuation mark is used to separate the whole number part of a number from the fractional part. We will accept period, that's right. Okay, next question. In the U.S., a space, or this punctuation mark, is used to separate a number's digits into groups of 3.
A comma.
Correct. And last bonus question. Accountants often write negative numbers by surrounding them with these symbols instead of using a dash or negative sign.
Parentheses.
Correct. All right, good job, WLI, with your bonus questions. Let's go back to our final toss-up question of this round. This lake is said to never give up. I think we did this questions on the screen, so no, we're good. So here we go. I'll start over for this toss-up question. This lake is said to never give up her dead in Gordon Lightfoot's song, The Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. It separates twin cities that are both named Sault Ste. Marie, which are located in Michigan and Ontario. For 10 points, name this largest and northernmost of the great WLI.
Ontario.
No, northernmost of the Great Lakes. Elder.
Lake Superior.
That's right, you got it, Superior. So Elder gets our bonus questions now. Here we go. So Elder, for 10 points each, answer the following about maintaining existing levels of civic weirdness. In 2000, small businesses in this Texas city started a campaign to keep their city weird. This city hosts the South by Southwest Music Festival.
Austin.
That's right, Austin. The Keep Austin Weird slogan was later appropriated by this Oregon city. A TV series on IFC lampooned this city's hipster culture.
Indianapolis.
No. WLI?
Portland.
That's right, Portland, Oregon. All right, back over to Elder for the last bonus question. Nick Hanela's tongue-in-cheek Keep St. Paul Boring campaign aims to preserve the supposedly dignified reputation of this Midwestern state's capital. Time. All right, WLI, a chance to steal?
Missouri.
No, Minnesota. St. Paul, Minnesota. All right, good job, guys. End of round number 2. We'll get started with round number 3 in just a bit. Back up to you.
Thanks, Jeff. There's a lot more Whiz Quiz ahead right after this short break.
Want a high school experience that moves you?
How does your character move?
Explore the I Am Terrell Academy for STEM and VPA.
This down arrow brings us forward.
On the STEM side, students innovate, design, and problem solve in a high-tech makerspace. Coursework includes advanced levels of math and science in preparation for college and careers in engineering and computer science. Opportunities to earn college hours, field trips, and community partnerships elevate the experience.
Ready and go.
VPA students blend academics with intensive training in the arts, in state-of-the-art studios, practice rooms, a black box theater, and an amazing performance hall.
Ready and go.
Support from the local arts community provides unique opportunities as students prepare for college scholarship auditions and artistic careers.
And then take the art to the next level.
Students also participate in the Cowan Humanities Academy,
In what way is he repeating it? Because
a college prep level study that transforms English, social studies, and Latin classes.
start realizing how you use your body.
The I Am Terrell Academy for STEM and VPA, shaping innovators, artists, and lifelong learners.
So you're designing your 3D hand over here.
Learn more at fwisd.org/choice or call 817-814-2580. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all our social media.
These authors, these poets, they paint pictures with words. What are we seeing there? Nadia? My name is Charlie Garcia. I'm a 5th grade teacher at Benbrook Elementary, and this is my second career. Illustrate for the reader. Before I was a teacher, I was a retail manager for 13 years, and just felt it was time to make a change and do something very positive and impactful and important. Who can tell me what a simile is? As a new teacher, there's a lot that you don't know. There's a lot that you don't understand yet. Fort Worth ISD provides just an ample amount of training opportunities and development opportunities.
Go ahead and get started.
We have a system where we can log on and choose from just lots of dates and opportunities to gain additional training and development. So that's, I think, unique to this district, and it's really important to somebody like me who wants to develop and become better at teaching. Very nice. Class, let's give her a round of applause. Very nicely done. Thank you. This is an incredible opportunity in terms of development, in terms of growth, and future opportunities as well. I couldn't be happier about the change and this new experience.
Isn't the band great? Okay, Jeff, it's time for round 3, and it's all yours.
All right, Esmeralda, thank you very much. We still have a very, very close match, guys. It's 110 to 120 in favor of Elder right now. So very close, anyone's match. If we're ready for round number 3, we'll get started. Raise your hand if you're new for either team. All right, we want to give opportunity for you to introduce yourself.
My name is Sandra Tai.
Okay, thank you very much. Is everybody ready? We'll start once again with our toss-up questions. Worth 10 points each. Here we go. First question for both teams. I did, yeah, 110 to 120. And we are really, really close, guys. I'm excited. All right, here's the question. These organs, whose name comes from the Latin for thread, collectively form the androecium, microspalagia, and typically found in the anthers that are a part of this organ, whose counterpart is the pistil. For 10 points, name these male reproductive organs in flowers which produce pollen. WLI.
Stamens.
Correct. Good job. And so WLI gets our first bonus question. All right. Prior to this battle, Sitting Bull had a vision in which soldiers fell from the sky like grasshoppers. For 10 points each, name this battle in which Sitting Bull led a Native American alliance to victory over the U.S. 7th Cavalry.
War 1812.
No? Elder, you have a chance? No, we're looking for the Battle of Little Bighorn. Okay? All right, back over to WLI for the second bonus question. The Little Bighorn is often called the last stand of this cavalry officer who rose to fame during the Civil War.
Say it. Robert E. Lee.
No? Elder?
Time.
Looking for George Custer. All right, back over to WLI for the last bonus question here. The battle was fought in what is now this U.S. state, whose most populous city is Billings.
Ohio?
No? Elder? Chance to steal?
Nebraska?
No, looking for Montana. Okay. All right, back over to our toss-up questions. This artist created silk screen prints of Mao Zedong in his studio, which he called The Factory. A diptych by this artist portrays Marilyn Monroe. He also painted food items with flavors such as split pea and tomato. For 10 points, name this pop artist who painted Campbell's soup cans. Elder.
Campbell.
No. WLI?
Andy Warhol.
Good. Andy Warhol. That's right. All right. So WLI, you get the bonus questions here. Pencil and paper ready. For 10 points each, answer these questions about an arithmetic sequence whose first three terms are, in order, 10, 13, and 16. What is the fifth term of the sequence? No. Elder?
21.
No, the answer is 22. Okay? All right, let's go back to WLI for the next bonus question. What term is applied to the number, in this case 3, that is added to the nth term of an arithmetic sequence to produce the n plus 1th term? No. Elder?
The common difference?
Good job, that's right, the common difference. All right, so back over to WLI, here's your third bonus question. If the last term of the sequence is 100, how many total terms are in the sequence? You have 10 seconds. Time. All right, Elder?
Time.
We're looking for 31 terms. Okay. All right, let's go back over to our toss-up questions. All right, according to Thomas Mallory, there were 150 places at this object, which was once owned by King Leo de Grance. A group named after this object includes Bedivere, Gawain, and Lancelot. For 10 points, what item of furniture? WLI.
The round table.
Good job, round table. All right, so WLI, you got the bonus questions this time. For 10 points, answer the following about the nicknames of art museums in New York City. The Metropolitan Museum of Art is commonly known by this three-letter nickname.
The Met.
That's right. Next, this Manhattan museum, focusing on 20th and 21st century art, is known as the MoMA for short.
Museum of Modern Art.
Good job. And then the last bonus question. The Whitney Museum of American Art, known informally as the Whitney, was founded by a woman born into this family. The Biltmore is one of the mansions this family commissioned along the East Coast.
Hedgehog.
No. No, surprisingly, that's not it. Elder?
The Kennedys.
No, looking for Vanderbilt, the Vanderbilt family. Okay. Back over to our toss-up questions. And pencil and paper ready for this one. Angela needs to find the length of each edge of a cube whose surface area is 54. Since a cube's surface consists solely of 6 square faces, she divides 54 by 6, then uses the formula for the area of a square to compute, for 10 points, what edge length of a cube? Elder.
3.
Correct, 3. All right, Elder, you have the bonus questions now. Forces of this kingdom defeated British troops at the 1879 Battle of Isan de la Wana for 10 points each. What kingdom, founded by Shaka, was conquered by the British during an 1879 war?
Time.
WLI?
Time.
We're looking for Zulu, the Zulu kingdom. All right, back over to Elder.
I know that much.
The land once ruled by the Zulu kingdom is now part of this African country.
Zimbabwe.
No? WLI? No, the answer is South Africa. Okay. All right, back over to Elder for a final bonus question here. The Zulus earlier fought the Boers, who were the descendants of settlers from this European country that began colonizing southern Africa in 1652.
Spain.
No? WLI?
Germany.
No, the Netherlands. All right.
That was close.
All right, but not that. All right, let's go back over our bonus question, or I'm sorry, our toss-up questions. This is the last one for this round, okay, guys?
Terrified. I'm
Both
absolutely
teams.
Terrified.
This man was called a political dummy by North Korea's Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs after this man claimed that North Korea could end up like Libya. In 2017, he cast 6 tie-breaking votes in the Senate. Elder.
Trump.
No? WLI? For 10 points, what former Indiana governor is the vice president of Donald Trump? That's right, Mike Pence. All right, so WLI, here's your bonus questions for you. For 10 points each, answer the following about volcanic rocks. This rock, which is similar to scoria, is highly porous, allowing it to float on water.
Thomas.
Good. That's right. Next, rapidly cooling lava can form this brittle, glassy black rock that was once used to make arrowheads and tools.
Obsidian.
Good. And the last one here, this felsic volcanic rock is the extrusive equivalent of granite.
Time.
No? Elder?
Igneous.
No, we're looking for rhyolite. Rhyolite. All right, that's the end of round 3. Wow, we're getting through here. We'll come back for that last round coming up in just a bit. Let's go back to you.
Excellent job, teams. We also have an excellent audience, and they're lining up with my friend Jocelyn Corona to play Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Jocelyn, who's your first contestant?
So here are first contestants. We have
Elena West.
And who are you here to support?
McLean.
McLean, great. So let's look at your question.
Actually, I'm supporting all of them.
The singer of Mean sees a man with a hella good hair and notes that player's gonna play in a single from an album titled For the Year of Her Birth, 1989. Was released by what singer of Shake It Off?
Oh my God.
Do you need help from the audience? Audience, can you guys help her?
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Great. Let's see. Oh, Taylor Swift. That's a great answer. So here you get a goodie bag from Forward by IZ. Here you can find some notebooks and a lanyard. Good job. So coming down, we have our next contestant. Hi. So tell us your name.
Melissa Kirkland,
Great. So Melissa, who are you here to support?
World Languages Institute.
Great. So let's look at your question. LeBron James was drafted by this team, to which he returned in 2014 after playing for Miami. Audience, can you guys help her?
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Let's see. That's a good answer. Okay, so here's your prize. Coming down, it's our last contestant. So tell us your name.
Rowan Hara.
So who are you here to support?
My brother Kiki.
So let's see your question. Tax day refers to this date on which individual income tax returns are due to the federal government. On what month or day does tax day most often occur? Do you need help? Audience, can you help her? Sorry.
April 15th.
April 15th. Let's see, April 15th, you got it right. Here's a good, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So that was our last contestants. Wow, our audience is great. Right, Esmeralda?
They were amazing. Thank you, Jocelyn, and thank you, contestants. Well, that brings us to round 4. Jeff, all yours.
All right, thank you very much. It's still really anyone's match at this point. The score is still very close, 190 to 140 in favor of WLI right now. But as we begin our next and final rounds, we still have our toss-up questions. Same format, and we also have bonus questions to go with it. Is there anyone new playing on either team? Everyone's all old hat at this point, okay? Well, let's go with our first toss-up question in our final round, if you guys are ready. Here we go. After following Bjarni Herlufsson's route, this man made tentative landings at Markland and Helluland. He fought Skrallings to establish a settlement at Vinland, the first European to lead a successful voyage to North America. Elder.
Leif Erikson.
Correct. Good job. And so Elder has our bonus questions here in this round, our first set. Leah Burke, a close friend of this boy, is the focus of the sequel novel Leah on the Offbeat. For 10 points each, name this title character of a young adult novel. Martin Addison blackmails this boy who sends secret emails to a fellow gay classmate.
Love Simon.
No? WLI?
They can hear you.
Oh. No, we're looking for Simon Spire. Simon Spire. Okay. Let's go back to Elder for the next bonus question in this category. Simon is the protagonist of a 2015 novel whose title refers to the agenda of this species, which includes Simon.
Simon and the Homo sapiens agenda.
Good, that's right. All right, and the next question. Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda was the debut novel of this author.
Time.
All right, WLI?
Pass.
Okay, the answer is Becky Albertalli. Okay. All right, both teams ready to go. Here we go with our next toss-up question. This value can be written as the continued fraction 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1, and so forth. This value equals 1 plus root 5 all over 2, or approximately 1.618. The Greek letter phi represents, for 10 points, what ratio, often used for rectangles? Elder?
I.
No. Ratio often used for rectangles that are said to be aesthetically pleasing.
Time.
Go ahead, WLI.
1 to 3.
No, we're looking for the golden ratio or golden mean. All right? All right. So we're still in toss-up. So here we go, both teams. This country contains the world's highest capital city by elevation. The former coca farmer Evo Morales, Farmer Evo Morales is the president of this country, which was named after the liberator of South America. For 10 points, name this landlocked country that contains the Andean capital city of La Paz. WLI.
Argentina.
No. Elder.
Bolivia?
Correct, Bolivia. So Elder, you get the bonus questions here. For 10 points each, answer the following about various cultures' terms for white people. 18th century German scientist Johann Friedrich Blumenbach popularized this term for people of European descent. It can also refer to a mountain range between the Black and Caspian Seas.
Criollo?
No? WLI?
Caucasian?
Correct. All right, back over to Elder for the next one. The word Haole is typically used to refer to white people on these islands, which James Cook called the Sandwich Islands.
The Philippines?
No? WLI?
Bahamas?
No, the Hawaiian Islands. Hawaii. All right, back over to Elder. The indigenous people of this southern hemisphere country, known for their haka dance, use the term Pakea to refer to the inhabitants of European ancestry.
Time.
All right, WLI? No, looking for New Zealand. New Zealand. All right. Back over to our toss-up questions for both teams. Although John Williams composed the main score for Star Wars: The Force Awakens, director J.J. Abrams and this man, Elder.
Ryan Johnson.
No? J.J. Abrams and this man collaborated on a song for the cantina scene. In a musical by this composer, the song "You'll Be Back" is sung by George III. For 10 points, who composed the musical Hamilton? WLI.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Correct. All right. WLI, you guys have the bonus questions here. One of these devices, named after James E. Webb, is slated to be launched in 2019. For 10 points each, name these devices used to observe objects in outer space.
A telescope?
Correct. The James Webb Space Telescope is a successor to a space telescope deployed in 1990, named for this 20th century astronomer.
Hubble?
Correct. The Hubble Space Telescope observed the impact of the comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 in a region south of the Great Red Spot on this planet.
Jupiter.
Correct. All right, good job, WLI. When we go back to our last toss-up question of this round. This country's May 1958 crisis was sparked by the Algerian War of Independence. Its defeat at the Battle of Dien Bien Phu allowed Vietnam to break free of this country. For 10 points, name this country whose Fourth Republic was replaced by a government led by Charles de Gaulle. Time. We're looking for France. And that is the end of round 4 and the end of our match. Good job, guys. We're going to tally up the score and have the results in just a few minutes. Back up to you.
Thanks, Jeff. When we come back, we'll find out who's going to the finals. So, stick around.
3 different poems, hence the 3 groups. You will all have a different poem. I've had a really good experience at Fort Worth ISD. So what is our rhyme scheme? A, B, D. It's been really amazing and really fun. You got it, perfect. A little overwhelming for sure, but there's been a lot of support, so I've been enjoying it so far.
All right, how many stanzas does this have?
I've gotten a lot of help from my new teacher induction specialist, Rebecca. She's been able to help me break down lesson planning and the objectives with the TEKS, and I was able to learn more ideas that I didn't know existed because this is a new career for me.
Ah, good job, Katie.
Before this, I worked in college admissions. I was a college admissions counselor. So actually, I've seen firsthand, I know that when students don't have the grades that they need to get admitted to their dream school right away, it's usually because 9th and 10th grade, they messed around a little bit. So now with my sophomores, I'm trying really hard to just keep them on track.
Look for repetition, look for phrases that repeat
If you have the right personality and you're in it for the right reasons, that you can impact not just the students, but the generations to come after that. That's what's most important.
You can do this.
And then you'll just be able to get the help and the support that you need along the way.
My name's Chase Swint. I drive a school bus. I'm a retired state employee after 27 years, and so I was too young just to sit home. So I was looking for another career. I have to get them from point A to point B safely. That is a very large responsibility. That's my number 1 responsibility. Good morning. To learn to drive the bus is, you think, I'll never do it, but you learn to. The hardest thing was backing the thing up, but you learn to do that. Once you get used to it, it's no more difficult than driving a regular car. See how many kids I had this morning. I have about 5.5 hours off each day, which I like because I take care of all my personal business and stuff like that. If I choose to, I could work during this time. I could do field trips, I could do standby.
Good morning, Jay.
Good morning. We have sick leave, we have vacation time. I'm paying into the teachers' retirement systems, health insurance if we choose to. This past summer, I chose not to work summer school, so I had all summer off. The first time in 43 years I haven't worked in the summer. I'm going to drive for at least 10 more years till I can get that to retirement age, because I like it.
Bye, see you tomorrow. Have a good day.
There's nothing not to like about this job.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
A winner of our second semifinal. Here are Jeff Jameson and Norma Burks to present the trophies. Jeff?
Okay, thanks so much. That was a really exciting match, guys. Way to go. It was a close one all the way throughout, and even at the end, it was still pretty close, okay? 240 to 170 in favor of World Language Institute. How about that? Good job. Way to go. And Elder, you did a great job. I want to bring back in Norma, and she's going to present you guys a trophy.
Thank you, Jeff. Guys, y'all have worked really hard for a long time, since like the first week of October, maybe. And I hope that you keep doing this next year and when you get in high school. Some of you will be in high school next year. But please give your coaches a round of applause right now because they've hung with you the whole time. And your parents because they allowed you to stay after school and go to matches. So let's applaud your parents too. Okay. All right. Thank you for working so hard. It was very tight. It was a very well-played match. I want to present this trophy to Elder. Y'all did a great job. Y'all can share it, pass it around, or whatever. Let's give Elder a hand.
All right. Way to go, guys. Good job. So, WLI, you're going to meet McLean in the finals, which are coming up in just a few minutes. Let's go back up to you, Esmeralda.
Congratulations, WLI. The championship match is next. But first, thank you to Pizza Snob Restaurants for feeding the crew tonight. The pizza was awesome. We'll see you in just a few minutes for the final match.
Estamos en Fort Worth, así es como lo vemos todos los días. Pero si se acercan más, verán que esto también es Fort Worth ISD. Nuestras 148 escuelas, una en cada vecindario, están preparando a los estudiantes para el éxito en la universidad y para las carreras del mañana. Entonces no importa quién eres, qué haces o dónde vives, aquí perteneces. Fort Worth ISD es un gran lugar por muchas buenas razones, pero no solo confíes en nuestra palabra. La Agencia de Educación de Texas dice que nuestros recientes logros académicos están entre los mejores. Esta agencia nos nombró uno de los 2 distritos más importantes de Texas por crecimiento positivo en rendimiento académico de un año a otro. Mejoramos en todas las áreas, incluyendo grandes aumentos en el porcentaje de estudiantes que leen a nivel de grado. Y hemos reducido a la mitad el número de campus evaluados con bajo rendimiento. Entre los que avanzaron para cumplir con el estándar están 5 escuelas que se reconstituyeron como academias de liderazgo. Después de invertir tiempo, talento y dinero a estas escuelas, incluida una donación de $1 millón de Fundación Rainwater, las ganancias de rendimiento académico en los 5 campus fueron impresionantes. También existe nuestro compromiso con la equidad, reconocido a nivel nacional. La mesa directiva de Fort Worth ISD recibió el premio a la excelencia escolar urbana de 2018 por el Consejo de Juntas de Educación Urbanos, donde la equidad educativa es una de las medidas principales. También están nuestras becas recibidas. La clase de 2018 obtuvo un récord de $102.6 millones en becas. Eso es un aumento de 36 millones de hace solo 3 años. En la primera etapa, nuestros 4,000 alumnos más pequeños están teniendo un gran comienzo en el pre-kinder de Fort Worth ISD. Y sus padres los pudieron inscribir en línea, en lugar de esperar en una fila, ya que nuestro distrito se convirtió en un proceso de inscripción completamente en línea. También tenemos este espacio justo aquí, la nueva Academia I Am Terrell para STEM y las Bellas Artes. Desde el primer día, este campus estaba lleno de energía creativa. En laboratorios, un espacio de creación increíble. Y en el lado de las Bellas Artes, en estudios, salas de práctica y una sala de espectáculos de clase mundial. Y hablando de participar, Cowan Humanities Academy at I Am Terrell hace que todos queramos volver a la escuela. Cuando se estaba terminando la construcción de I Am Terrell, ya estaba en marcha un nuevo programa de mejoras de capital, Gracias a ustedes, los votantes, nuestro bono de 2017, el cual marcó récord, está transformando los espacios de aprendizaje en todo el distrito. La comunidad de Fort Worth está unida acerca de la lectura con Read Fort Worth, que está haciendo un excelente trabajo al alinear a sus socios, recursos y estrategias al apoyar la iniciativa de lectura del distrito 100 para el 25, para que todos los estudiantes de tercer grado lean a nivel de grado para el año 2025. Dirigida por la alcaldesa Betsy Price y Matt Rose, es un ejemplo perfecto de impacto colectivo para obtener resultados más grandes y más rápidos, especialmente donde más se necesita. Como hemos dicho antes, no podemos hacerlo sin ti. Aquí perteneces. Since the launch of the learning model in several of our schools this fall, it's been great to see students, teachers, and principals deeply engaged in the model and getting results.
Okay, good job, Victoria. Give her a hand clap.
The Fort Worth ISD learning model basically redesigns instruction to focus on critical thinking and deeper content knowledge. Right, Kachara?
That's right. The teacher designs challenging learning experiences so that students will research to strengthen their literacy skills, create with technology tools, learn to communicate at high levels through writing, conversation, and presentation, and engage in student leadership through collaboration and shared ownership.
As you know, these are skills students need to be successful in college and careers that probably don't even exist now.
And remember, we'll provide all the training and guidance teachers need. That means several days of professional learning and classroom coaching. It means coaches will collaborate with teachers as well to design lessons. Even principals will receive professional learning and ongoing executive coaching.
The next few minutes of this video will highlight the enriched classroom experience. You'll hear from teachers, students, principals, and coaches in the schools where we launched the learning model.
Here they are with their insights, experiences, and accomplishments.
At first, it's a paradigm shift, it's a mindset shift.
So I'm not an expert in front of them. I'm another learner.
It's going to be the same? The vibe is going to continue the same? So
It's a whole new way of thinking and designing lessons and then implementing those lessons.
It shifts the focus of instruction to who it truly should be centered around, which are the students.
This way, it makes it more fun for kids.
It's very effective. I've seen massive improvements.
There are 4 stages of the learning model, and they're all interactive. The teachers can start off a lesson with a challenge or a hook. So she poses a challenge.
The challenge for today is to find what is the Latin root and its meaning in all these words. If you make it as a challenge, that is going to be like a trigger in their minds to, what can I do to make it better? I challenge you to give me your best. Yes.
So here's the mission. The producers of the new Magic School Bus, they want to make a new episode for next season. And guess who they picked to do it? You guys.
And they have to collaborate with each other to figure out this challenge.
You guys are going to be researching what we need to create a quiz.
We do 4.
It's more intentional. You are really focusing on the challenge. Make sure the challenge is purposeful. You're kind of beginning with the end in mind.
This is a comet because it has a tail on it? Yeah, I agree.
There are really 4 components. The only way to actually do it successfully is if you learn how to weave them together.
They have to know how to work in groups. They have to know how to solve a problem.
We always find a solution, but sometimes we get in a fight and then we solve that problem and then we solve the original problem. What is something you would like to know more about?
How much money do you usually get whenever you ring the bell?
I think it definitely sticks more. They're able to talk about their work. They're able to really take ownership of the things that they've done.
The children love it. I have little to no behavior issues in that classroom, and they're always engaged in the lesson and excited about learning.
After they have learned something through their research and being challenged, then they can reflect and say, well, how much did I learn? Or how much did I grow?
Y'all feel good about what you did? Students are actually able to track their progress. It's down on paper for them to see.
I like seeing myself improve. It makes me feel good about myself.
The learning model adds so many different resources and so many things to our teacher toolkits. Even if you're a veteran teacher or a new teacher, there is something in there that you can learn.
I know we have a lot of things to do in the whole day, but give it a try.
In the real world, you're not given very simple problems mapped out for you. You have to learn how to collaborate, how to communicate what you don't understand.
So the end of this learning model is for them to be independently learning, setting their own goals, looking for their own information, and looking for their own application of whatever they're learning.
I'm excited, and we will be campus-wide because it's that impactful for student learning.
Preparing students to lead in the 21st century is our responsibility. We believe the Fort Worth ISD learning model is what our students need and deserve. It's what learning should look like in every classroom. Take the next step to engage in the learning model. Awareness sessions are ongoing, professional learning is available, and students are ready. Thank you.
So, who will win the finals tonight? Will it be WLI? Or McLean Middle? Well, we're about to find out. Is everybody ready? Yeah! Come on, let's play Whiz Quiz.
Are you guys ready to win? Yeah! Well, let's play then.
Take it away, Jeff.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, contestants, it's time for Whiz Quiz.
McLean.
Oh, Graham.
Correct. All right, way to go, guys. The end of round 4.
Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz. I'm Esmeralda Garcia, your host for the middle school matches. We're down to 2 terms, McLean and WLI. It's going to be great, especially with CBS 11's Jeff Jamison asking the questions. Jeff, get us going on round 1. Jeff?
Yeah, let's get going here. This is an exciting match. We have WLI against McLean Middle School. Congratulations, both teams, for making it to the finals. Before we hear from you, I want to be able to give you a chance to introduce yourself. I want to also introduce everyone who's at the table. Starting at my far left, we have Patricia Martinez, who's helping us out scorekeeping this evening. And to her right is Norma Burks, who's the District Coordinator of UIL and Academic Activities and Whiz Quiz Director. She's keeping score for us tonight. To my right is our timekeeper, Jason Martinez, who is a teacher at Carter Riverside High. And Kaylee Martinez is right in front of me. She is the resetter of the buzzers. That's the official title. Way to go. And I do want to give each team a chance to introduce yourself. We heard from you in the semifinals, but go ahead and we'll start with WLI and work our way across.
My name is Alexander Gonzalez.
My name is Owen Perry.
My name is Emily Kirkland. My name is Sebastian Gomez. My name is Nathan Mendoza.
My name is Ben Gunn.
My name is Jesse Durham.
My name is Brian Jung.
My name is Shrez St. Paul.
My name is Natalie Hudson.
Okay, well, welcome to the finals. Is everybody ready? We're going to have the same format, toss-up questions. We're 10 points each. You have 4 seconds to answer after you buzz in, and then 20 seconds if it's a math question. So if everybody is ready, let's begin with our finals match toss-ups. Here we go. In the 1940s, this country was led by Field Marshal Mannerheim. The Soviet Union fought the Winter War of 1939. McLean.
Finland.
Correct. Way to go. And so we'll start with McLean with our bonus questions. For 10 points each, name these influential pop music quintets. Michael was the youngest of 5 brothers in this group, whose hits included ABC and I Want You Back.
The Jackson Vibe.
Yep, Jackson 5. All right, next. Sporty, Posh, and Scary were among the nicknames in this 90s female group that performed Wannabe. This group reunited for the 2012 Olympics in London.
Time.
WLI?
The Spice Girls.
Good. Yep, that's it. All right, back over to McLean for the other bonus question. Numerous boy bands have had 5 members, including this group, whose lead vocals were handled by either J.C. Chazé or the young Justin Timberlake. No, it's for McLean. That's the bonus question.
Time.
All right, WLI?
Linkin Park.
No, in sync. All right. We'll go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. This metal accumulates in the body in Wilson's disease. Along with silver, this metal is commonly used to make McLean. Iron? No. This metal is commonly used to make antimicrobial surfaces. This metal alloys with zinc. WLI.
Copper.
Correct. All right, WLI, you have the bonus questions now. For 10 points each, answer the following about recent changes in nutrition. In 2016, the FDA mandated that the font size for the nutrition facts labeling on food products must be larger, with particular emphasis on displaying this value for each product.
Calories.
Correct. In 2011, the USDA dropped the idea of a food pyramid, instead using this icon to represent the required food groups.
Weight.
That's right. And the last bonus question. Both of these changes occurred while this woman, a proponent of healthy eating, was First Lady.
Michelle Obama.
Correct. All right, good job, WLI. Back to our toss-up questions for both teams. Characters in this novel believe that they have seen a giant ape after they come across the body of a dead parachutist. The discovery of a conch shell allows Ralph to call McLean.
Lord of the Flies.
Correct. So McLean now has our bonus questions. Pencil and paper ready. For 10 points each, answer these questions about the quadratic equation x squared minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. What is the discriminant of x squared minus 5x plus 4? You have 10 seconds.
0.
No. WLI?
-4.
No, the answer is 9. Right, back over to McLean. Given that the discriminant is a positive number, how many real roots or solutions does the quadratic equation have?
2.
This is correct. And the final bonus, all or nothing. What are the 2 roots of the quadratic?
4 and 1.
That is correct. All right. Back over to our toss-up questions for both teams. This country's Malabar coast is an extremely wet region that lies between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Tamil Nadu province contains this country's southernmost point. McLean.
India.
Say it again.
India.
Correct, India. All right, back over to our bonus questions for McLean. Spain has 17 political divisions known as autonomous communities for 10 points each. This capital of Spain shares its name with a surrounding autonomous community.
Madrid.
Correct. Barcelona is the most populous city in this autonomous community of northeastern Spain. This community declared independence following a disputed 2017 referendum.
Catalonia.
Correct. Spain's southernmost autonomous community is this Atlantic archipelago, which includes the island of Tenerife.
Cape Verde.
No. WLI?
Galapagos Islands?
No, we're looking for the Canary Islands. The Canary Islands. All right. All right, back to our final toss-up question in this round. In 1975, this athlete referred to his opponent as a gorilla before a match this man dubbed the Thrilla in Manila. This boxer, who was born in Louisville, changed his name from Cassius Clay after McLean.
Muhammad Ali.
Correct. And so we're back to bonus questions for McLean. Baldwin of Flanders.
It was on.
I'm sorry?
Their buzzer was flashing.
I think we're okay. We're saying the buzzer was flashing.
The buzzer will only flash if it's set at run.
Okay.
Do you want me to check it?
Whose buzzer?
There's buzzer.
Well, hey, buzz in really quickly right here. Yeah, buzz in. And then buzz in over here, see if it... No, it's not set to flash.
Yeah,
so
so-
that's correct. Okay, we're good.
Okay. All right, so bonus question for McLean. Baldwin of Flanders was crowned emperor of this city after a 1204 sack for 10 points each. Name this city sacked during the Fourth Crusade, resulting in the creation of the Latin Empire.
Brussels.
No, WLI?
Time.
Constantinople. Next question for McLean. Constantinople was the capital of this ancient empire that began as the Eastern Roman Empire.
Byzantine Empire.
Correct. And the last bonus question for McLean. In 1453, this Turkish empire, led by the Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror, conducted the final sack of Constantinople.
Ottoman Empire.
Correct. And that is the end of round number 1. It's exciting. Good job. We'll take a break and be back with round number 2 coming up in just a bit. Back up to you.
Impressive! That's why we call it the sport of knowledge. Also impressive, the Southwest High School Jazz Band taking us to the break.
Please come out so we can play with you, oh Mr. Sun. This is my first year teaching. I feel like every day is going to be a new experience. Conejo, conejo. A new challenge. What letter does win? So I'm always trying to find something new to motivate them. Yes, what an awesome idea. Let's give her a Six Flags ride. Woo! The New Teacher Academy during the summer helped me to learn new strategies. In your level 1 voice, which is a whisper. They bring the teachers together at these events where we share ideas, and I went in there and I felt very welcomed by everyone. I got to interact with new teachers, and they were speaking about their experiences at different schools, and we share ideas on how to deliver the lessons. I would say to a teacher who's considering Fort Worth ISD that you can get a lot of support here, and there's a lot of resources. I know I serve a purpose, and it's to have each student learning. Muy bien. And I love whenever it's the end of the day and they're like, Miss Kasia, I love coming to your class. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, I love you being here too.
The safety of every kid, adult, staff member here in this building, during the school day is paramount.
The most important things we do is we monitor the schools for any persons that's here that shouldn't be. We also watch for any situations that don't look right. Y'all need to keep moving. Let's keep moving. Most security type jobs, you're by yourself. Here you're actually with the kids, and you get to really build a little working relationship with these kids. How you doing, man? Good to see you again. Good to see you. I started out in elementary school about 10 years ago, and a lot of these kids who were in pre-K back in those days are now like sophomores in high school.
This is year number 18 for me. I felt like a big brother to them, you know. As I got older, it went from a big brother figure almost to like a father figure. The kids grew up, I grew up a little bit because it just felt like it was a growing process for me.
It's not as stressful as a corporate job. How we doing, guys? Y'all okay?
Yeah.
Good, good. You have a lot of time off. You get to spend a lot of quality time with a lot of good students. This job is important because of the changing world we live in today. We need people around to watch these schools, to protect the kids.
That's the jazz band from Southwest High School. Give them a round of applause. The director is Mr. Adam Kramer. Welcome back to Whiz Quiz. Our teams are all ready for round 2, so take it away, Jeff.
All right, thank you very much. We're here for round number 2, and after one round, we have the score set at 50 for WLI to 110 for McLean. And so I want to give everyone an opportunity to introduce themselves. So if you're new for either team, you'll raise your hand and you can introduce yourself. We'll start here with WLI.
My name is Jonathan Polito.
Okay.
My name is Omar Torres.
Okay.
My name is Elise Stewart. My name is Lucas Trimble.
Okay, welcome new players, and we're ready for round number 2. Same format, toss-up questions worth 10 points, and then we have the bonus questions to go with it. So if everybody's ready, here is our first toss-up question of this round. This part of the eye, which includes a layer called Bowman's membrane, is avascular and is reshaped during LASIK surgery. Along with the lens, this part of the eye helps to refract light. For 10 points, name this transparent structure. McLean.
Cornea.
Correct, cornea. And so we go to bonus questions for McLean. This book ends with the funerals of Cora Munro and the warrior Uncas. For 10 points each, name this 1826 novel in which the scout Hawkeye, also known as Natty Bumppo, attempts to rescue young women taken hostage by the Huron warrior Magua.
Hawkeye to the rescue.
No, WLI. That was probably a follow-up title, but the real title is Last of the Mohicans. All right, next bonus question for McLean. This American author wrote The Last of the Mohicans.
John.
I'm sorry?
John.
No? WLI?
Time.
James Fenimore Cooper. All right, back to McLean. The Last of the Mohicans is the second volume in this Cooper series of 5 tales about Natty Bumppo.
The Deer Slayer.
No? WLI?
Time.
The Leather Stocking Tales. Okay, back to our toss-up questions. Both teams. This country's first civil war ended in 1997 when a warlord and former Massachusetts prison inmate named Charles Taylor became president. This nation was also led by Africa's first female president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. For 10 points, name this country founded by freed American slaves. McLean.
Liberia.
Correct. So we go back to our bonus questions for McLean. The first known outbreak of the Ebola virus took place in this river's basin. For 10 points each, what is the second longest African river? it lends its name to two countries in Central Africa?
Congo.
Correct. The Congo River separates Brazzaville, the capital of the Republic of the Congo, from this capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Kinshasa.
Correct. The Congo River contains a series of rapids named after this 19th century explorer who met Henry Stanley in 1871.
Magellan.
No. WLI?
Time.
It was David Livingstone. I presume. That's right. All right. Next, toss-up questions for both teams. Here we go. At the end of an opera by this composer, a statue of a commendatore comes alive and drags the title womanizer to hell. In another of his operas, Tamino saves the Queen of the Night's daughter with the title instrument for 10 points. Name McLean.
Mozart.
Correct. Mozart is correct. And so we go back to McLean for our bonus questions. This politician was known as the milk snatcher after she ended the distribution of free milk in public schools. For 10 points each, name this Tory who was the first woman to become British Prime Minister.
Theresa May.
No. WLI?
Time.
Margaret Thatcher. All right, next question for McLean. In 1982, Thatcher led Britain through this war against Argentina.
The Falkland War.
Correct. All right, the next bonus question, McLean. In 1983, Thatcher privately criticized this U.S. president for invading Grenada, which was part of the British Commonwealth. However, Thatcher publicly supported this man's intervention.
Ronald Reagan.
Correct. All right, back to our toss-up questions. Both teams. A high-powered version of a game console in this line was developed under the name Project Scorpio. McLean.
The Xbox One X.
Correct. All right. So we go back to McLean for your bonus questions. In population genetics, this measure is often denoted by the letter W for 10 points each. Name this measure of reproductive success. Evolutionary biologists discuss the survival of individuals with the highest value of this measure.
Wealth.
No. WLI.
Sperm count.
No. The survival of the fittest. All right, back over to McLean. Herbert Spencer coined the term survival of the fittest after reading this 1859 Charles Darwin book, often considered the framework text for the evolutionary biology.
The Evolution.
No. WLI.
Time.
On the origin of species. Okay, back to McLean for the last bonus question in this category. This term refers to the behavior that increases another individual's fitness while decreasing one's own fitness. In common usage, it refers to selfless behavior in general.
Parasitic.
No. WLI?
Fight or flight.
No, we're looking for altruism or altruistic behavior. All right. Last toss-up question in this round. As vice president, this man was preceded by Hannibal Hamlin. This president tried to fire Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton without congressional approval, thus violating the Tenure of Office Act. The first president to be impeached was, for 10 points, what successor of Abraham Lincoln? McLean.
His vice president,
Time.
Polk?
No, WLI, you have a chance.
Time.
It was Andrew Johnson. All right, that's it for round 2. Good job, guys. We'll be back with round 3 in just a minute.
Thanks, Jeff. We'll take a short break.
So are you saying it has no limits anywhere?
Begin now charting a direct course to your chosen college or university and pick up college credits along the way.
We're going to be doing a lab on species diversity.
Fort Worth ISD's Advanced Academic Scholars Academies challenge students to dig deep in pre-AP, AP, and dual credit courses.
Yeah, 358 from 456, which gave you $98.
This gold seal choice translates perfectly for high-achieving college-bound students, rewarding them not only with college hours, but also new worlds to explore and strong leadership and communication skills.
Which are you testing for?
I'm testing for coffee.
You'll find Advanced Academic Scholars Academies at these Fort Worth ISD high schools: Arlington Heights, Heights Academy; Northside, Scholars Academy; Haskell, Advanced Accelerated Academy; and Western Hills, Cougar Academy, featuring International Baccalaureate.
Does somebody know how to do good knots? Welcome to College Level Physics, right?
Learn more at fwisd.org/choice or call 817-814-2580. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all our social media.
My name is Anita Tatris, and this is my school. I arrive here at work about 5:50. I come in and I open all the doors, and make sure everything's brought up to par. It's a lot of cleaning, but it's enjoyable. It's rewarding. We clean bathrooms. We deliver packages. It takes all of us, my other custodians. What's on your agenda today? I'm gonna mop the stage. Even our teachers, right down to our kids, to try to keep our building clean. So how does it make you feel to make sure that your area is clean? Good. We are a part of a team that provides clean, safe environment for our kids that they can learn in. I'm very proud of my team. It's like a family environment. That's the best part of my job, my kids. Y'all doing okay? It's like I have a whole lot of kids here. They're my kids from another mother, so. Oh, I have my thing about my floors. I don't like marks. I don't like smudges. Look out for next year. It's gonna be better.
Thanks, band. And now, more Whiz Quiz.
All right, we're back for round number 3. All right, yeah, let's give them a hand. That was good. All right, round number 3, and score stands at 50-190 in favor of McLean. Raise your hand if you're new to the panel for this round. Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Emily Mendoza.
Okay.
My name is Nathan Mendoza.
All right. Well, welcome to round number 3. Same format as what we've been doing, guys. We'll do toss-up and bonus questions. So if you guys are ready, let's do our first toss-up question of this round. This painting was reproduced on the state quarter of New Jersey. A sword hangs from the belt of this painting's title figure, who stands in front of James Monroe carrying a flag. Soldiers row through icy waters in WLI. WLI.
It's yours. You buzzed in before.
No, I'm confused. No, it's because like she buzzed it, then she cleared it, and then someone.
Well, it's still you.
Yeah, it's still you.
Oh, I thought you were asking the other person and not the painter. Just say something.
Okay. All right, I'll continue the question. Soldiers row through icy waters in, for 10 points, what Emanuel Leutze painting of the first U.S. president? McLean.
Washington.
Nope. More information.
Washington across the...
Time.
Yeah, Washington crossing the Delaware. That's the answer. All right, let's do another toss-up, guys. Here's our next toss-up for both teams. This character wonders if pepper makes people hot-tempered and vinegar makes them sour after an ugly duchess's spicy soup causes this character to sneeze. McLean.
Ratatouille.
No. She uses a mirror to read the poem Jabberwocky. For 10 points, name this girl who follows the white rabbit into Wonderland. WLI.
Alice.
Correct, Alice. And so we go to bonus questions for WLI.
Write it down if you have a chance of getting all of them.
Here we go. In 2018, a grand jury in this state issued an 800-page report concluding that over 300 Catholic priests had sexually abused over 1,000 children. For 10 points each, name this state whose Attorney General said the church showed complete disdain for victims.
Illinois.
No. McLean?
Maryland.
No, it's Pennsylvania.
I almost said Illinois because that's how my little brother says it.
So WLI, here's your next bonus question. The grand jury recommended that this type of law be changed as only 2 priests were eligible for prosecution due to the amount of time that had passed since the crimes.
Statute of limitations.
Correct. And the last bonus question for WLI. The film Spotlight dramatizes investigations carried out by one of this city's newspapers, which revealed that Cardinal Bernard Law had covered up sexual abuse.
New York.
No? McLean?
Time.
Boston. Okay. Let's go back to our toss-up question. This type of rock does not contain magnesium, which distinguishes it from dolomite. Landscapes composed mostly of this sedimentary rock may develop karst topography with many sinkholes and caves. McLean.
Limestone.
Correct, limestone. So McLean, we have our bonus questions for you. For 10 points each, name these U.S. states that have panhandles. This state's panhandle contains Pensacola, its westernmost city. The capital city of Tallahassee is also in this state's panhandle.
Florida.
Correct. Wheeling and Martinsburg are the most populous cities in the panhandles of this eastern state.
West Virginia.
Correct. Coeur d'Alene is in the panhandle of this state, as is Ruby Ridge, the site of a deadly FBI standoff in the 1990s.
Idaho.
Correct. All right, back up to our toss-up questions. Here we go. Coral reefs surround St. Andres, a Caribbean island owned by this country. The formerly crime-ridden city of Medellin is in this country. whose president won the 2016 Nobel Peace Prize? WLI. Correct, Colombia. Good job. We're going to go back to bonus questions for WLI. Here we go. In 2014, Sarah Manchester became the most recent person to win $1 million on this game show. For 10 points each, name this show whose contestants guess letters to solve puzzles.
Wheel of Fortune.
Correct. All right. Wheel of Fortune is co-hosted by Pat Sajak and this woman. All right, McLean. Vanna White. All right, the last bonus question for WLI. This is yours. In the final round of Wheel of Fortune, contestants are automatically given the letters R, S, T, L, N, and this vowel. E. That's right, E. All right.
What's the word?
Back over to our toss-up questions for both teams. 11 passengers from the Speedwell transferred to this ship after the Speedwell. WLI.
Mayflower?
Correct, the Mayflower. Good job. Back over to our bonus questions for WLI. For 10 points each, answer the following about 19th century entertainment in the U.S. This character in minstrel shows, which presented stereotypes of African Americans, gave his name to a system of segregation throughout the South.
Jim Crow.
Correct. All right. One popular Wild West show was run by Bill Cody, who took his nickname from this animal that he once killed on behalf of railroad companies.
A buffalo.
Correct. And the last bonus question. Noted hoaxer P.T. Barnum claimed to display this kind of exotic creature from Fiji, but it was actually a monkey's torso sewn to a fish.
A mermaid.
Correct. And that is the end of round number 3. Way to go. We have our final round coming up for this match in just a few minutes, guys. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
I've got 2 very enthusiastic members of the audience with me. If you'll introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Barbara Ozuna from McLean Middle School.
And
Guadalupe Barreto, Principal of World Languages Institute.
okay, so what is it like seeing your students here tonight? How does that feel?
So, you know, they answer so many amazing questions that I'm just in awe, and I'm rather proud.
Very proud. And what about you?
I'm extremely excited, and I'm very proud of my students, so go Griffins.
So, who's going to win this match?
Oh, I think we're all winners.
Or?
Yes, we are winners, but I hope that the Griffins will make their mark tonight.
Well, we're about to find out. Well, that brings us to round 4. Jeff?
All right, we're back here for round 4, and we are still looking at a nice match underway. 140 to 230 is the current score in favor of McLean, but we still have these questions to get through and see how we do. Is anyone new on either team? Everybody's a veteran at this point after the last round of the night here in our finals. So if everyone's ready, we'll get to our toss-up questions. Same format as before. Here we go. Question number 1. The trapezium, cluster, and Bernard's loop are within this constellation. Rigel is this constellation's brightest star. 3 other stars form a line across the middle of this constellation. McLean.
Orion.
Correct. And then we go to bonus questions for McLean. For 10 points each, name these units of distance used in astronomy. This unit is about 6 trillion miles. It equals 365.25 days multiplied by the speed of light.
Light years.
Correct.
Knew it.
This unit, equal to about 93 million miles, is the average distance between the Earth and the Sun.
Astronomical unit.
Correct. This unit is the distance at which one astronomical unit subtends an angle of 1 arcsecond. Its name derives partly from the word parallax.
Parallax.
No? WLI?
The paradox?
No, we're looking for a parsec. A parsec. All right. Back to our toss-up questions. This novel contrasts the dutiful New Englander, Miss Ophelia, with her unpractical Louisiana cousin, Augustine, St. Clair. The title character of this book maintains his Christian faith despite the cruelty of Simon Legree. For 10 points, name this anti-slavery novel by Harriet Beecher Stowe. WLI.
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Good job, that's right. So WLI gets our bonus questions. For 10 points each, answer the following about the phrase primus inter pares, or first among equals. The title was used by this man who in 27 BC became the first emperor of Rome.
Caesar?
No, that is not right. McLean?
Romulus.
No, it was Augustus. Augustus. All right. Back over to WLI. John Roberts currently holds this position, which is said to be first among 8 other equals. Time. McLean?
Supreme Court Justice.
No, looking for Justice, our Chief Justice.
I was going to say something like that.
Okay.
You were the
Well.
closest. I thought he was actually.
Let's go back to WLI. Here's your last bonus question. Jeffrey Archer's semi-autobiographical novel First Among Equals is about parliamentary members from Leeds and Sussex in this country.
England?
That's correct. All right. Now we go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. The bushranger Ned Kelly was born in what is now this country. A European settlement in what is now this country was located at Botany Bay. WLI.
Australia?
Correct. Good job. And we go back to our bonus questions now for WLI. This territory was purchased for $7.2 million in 1867. For 10 points each, name this massive territory that eventually became the 49th U.S. state.
The Louisiana Territory?
No?
Alaska.
Alaska. All right, back to WLI. The purchase was chiefly negotiated by this Secretary of State. Opponents of the purchase often called Alaska his folly.
Time.
McLean?
Seaward.
It's pronounced Seward, but you're right. All right, back to WLI. The Alaska Territory was purchased from this European power, which was then led by Alexander II.
France?
No? McLean?
Russia.
Russia, that's right. All right, back over to our toss-up. Pencil and paper ready to go. Gil needs to know the area of a square whose diagonals each have a length of 4. since each diagonal divides the square into two congruent right triangles. McLean.
9.
No. Into two congruent right triangles, he uses the Pythagorean theorem to first find the side lengths. For 10 points, find the area of the square. WLI.
2 times the square root of 8 squared. I'm confused.
No, the answer is 8. The answer is 8. Okay? All right, here's our next toss-up question. In the first book of this series, Amanda and Josh move to the town of Dark Falls. Slappy the dummy is a reoccurring WLI.
Goosebumps.
Correct. And so back to our bonus questions for WLI. All right, here we go. The mustachioed figure's name has become a byword for an intrusive government. For 10 points each. Name this imposing figurehead who is watching you, according to posters seen in the novel 1984.
Santa Claus?
No?
Big Brother.
Big Brother. Both are watching, but we're talking about Big Brother. All right, back over to WLI. 1984 was written by this man, whose last name is now often invoked while discussing government surveillance and invasion of privacy. No. McLean?
George Orwell.
Correct. All right, back over to WLI. 1984's protagonist is the secretly rebellious Winston, who has this unassuming surname.
Churchill?
No?
Smith.
Smith is right. All right. Well, guys, that is the end of the match. End of round 4, end of the match. Way to go. We're going to tally the score up and be back with the results in just a bit.
Thanks, Jeff. While they're adding up the scores, we'll take a short break.
Now, I've chosen 5 films to discuss. He has combined both Japanese and American film techniques.
Fort Worth ISD Collegiate Academies not only prep students for higher education, they also transport them into the college world through coursework and college campus experiences. Dual credit courses make it possible to earn up to 60 hours of college credit and graduate with an associate degree, as well as a high school diploma. For example, as these students learn the principles of kinesiology,
you should really work on the whole body.
They're racking up high school credits and college hours at the same time. In fact, families can save thousands of dollars in college tuition fees.
The spinal cord is right behind that area.
At the Collegiate Academy at O.D. Wyatt, students start by taking college courses in high school classrooms. As they progress, they attend some classes on the campus of Tarrant County College South.
Prepare for those college classes in high school.
At the Collegiate Academy at Dunbar, students begin by studying college-level courses on the Dunbar campus.
So there you go.
Then they experience the college life in classes at Texas Wesleyan University.
And that's going to give you the educational tools.
See your exciting future unfold at one of these Gold Seal Collegiate Academies, Dunbar High School or O.D. Wyatt High School.
I love these movies. This is the end of my presentation.
Learn more at fwisd.org/choice or call 817-814-2580. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all our social media.
What is the maximum gravitational potential energy of your rocket? My wife and I just moved down to Texas, right? So I didn't really know anybody here. How heavy is the top of the rocket compared to the bottom?
Pretty light.
A new teacher induction program is fantastic. I have a mentor from there. I have a mentor at my local school. Calculate the potential energy of the rockets due to gravity. Looks good. They have these events for us. They're really great. So it was a really large help to just meet some teachers who've had experience and give me a leg up on different techniques to help manage the classroom. Awesome work. We're gonna go outside and launch some rockets. Sound good? Okay, stand back. Oh, it's bubbling, hold on. Maybe not. We're gonna need more vinegar and baking soda. Sometimes when you do an experiment, it doesn't come out the way you want, and that's okay because you learn something from it. Then you can do the experiment again. Okay, it's all in. Cork. Oh! Maybe get it right, maybe it goes wrong again, maybe you learn something else.
Did you try the vinegar, baking soda?
Yes, one exploded on me, that's okay.
Really?
Oh, my campus mentor is great, and just giving me the support I need where it's like, wow, I got to do this, and I got to get this lesson done, and I got to do this, how am I going to manage all that? And she's been great, and just, yeah, makes sense. To make it very manageable.
Well, here they are, everyone. The scores are in. Here's Jeff Jameson and Norma Burks to present the trophies. Jeff?
All right, what a fun evening. The whole evening was fun. You guys fought hard twice to get to the finals, and this was a really fun match, too. 320 to 180, the final score. Congratulations. The winners are McLean Middle School. And I tell you what, I don't know if we really have any losers at this point because you guys at WLI did really, really well. I'm going to give it over to Norma for the presentation.
And so that I can hold that, I'm going to go on and hand the trophies out. Okay, guys, that was awesome. A lot of questions I know the audience didn't know because I didn't know the answers, but y'all all pulled it out from somewhere. So keep doing this. You're great. I expect to see you all back either in 8th grade next year or high school next year, wherever you're going to be. Wonderful job working so hard. Tell your teachers and administrators and parents and everything, thank you for letting you go to all those matches. Come on, give them a hand. And let's give them all a big hand for a job well done. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for doing it. I hope to see you all next year.
All right, and we're back tomorrow night for the high school semifinals and finals, so have a great evening. We'll go back up to you.
Congratulations, McLean. Remember to join us tomorrow for the high school matches. Those get underway at 4:30. Catch it all here on Spectrum 192 or AT&T UVerse 99, or log on the district website for live streaming. For all of us at Fort Worth ISD, thank you for supporting our students. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and all our social medias. Before we sign off, a big thank you to Pizza Snob Restaurants for feeding the crew amazing pizza tonight. Good night, everyone.
This is Fort Worth, the way we see it every day. But let's take the 1,000-foot view, and you'll see that this is also Fort Worth ISD.